Good morning, all of you. Today I am going to discuss about timers and PLL unit. This is the fifth unit of our LIC subject. So, fifth unit is timers and also it contains PLL. PLL stands for phase lock loop. So, first first session in this session we are able to know the pin diagram of 555 IC and also the block diagram of 555 IC stands for integrated circuit. So integrated circuit of 555 and block diagram of 555 IC now we are discussing. First, the most popular timer IC is 555 timer. So the 555 timer is nothing but it work as a 555 IC is work as a timer. First, it is a linear IC which works as a monostable multivibrator and a stable multivibrator, also a Smith trigger and a function of generator. So monostable multivibrator means mono stands for single stable multivibrator. So multivibrator is nothing but it is used for generating of different kind of waveforms. A stable multivibrator is nothing but no stable state. The function generator, it also used in function generator, a linear IC. IC is nothing but integrated circuit, it performing various functions. It consists of active and passive components. The 555 timer is a quality circuit. It can produce pulses of accurate and highly stable time delays from the microseconds to hours. The time delay of 555 timer is nothing but it is in from microseconds to hours. Next, it is a quality circuit and it produces pulses with accurate and high stable time delays. Time delay is nothing but it is a time delays in the function of seconds. We can measure the time in terms of seconds only. So the time delay starts from microseconds to hours. Next, in timer applications, the duration of length of output pulses is determined by the pulse determination is by charging and discharging of capacitor through resistor connected externally 555 timer. Normally the function of capacitor is charging and discharging. So the pulses is depends on the charging and discharging time of capacitor. The capacitor will be connected through resistor externally with a 555 timer. Next, the main advantage of 555 IC is it is a very cheap circuit, very cheap IC and it works as a timer. Next, it is a popular and useful precious timing device which can act as either simple timer to generate single pulses or long time delays, or it can performing as a relaxation oscillator. So oscillator is nothing but which can use as generating sine waves, normally oscillator function. It producing string of stabilized waveforms of varying duty cycles from 50% to 100%. The waveforms mostly kind of sine wave, square wave, waveform generator. So the 555 IC is a very cheap and it also popular useful in timing devices. Next, it can use both simple timer to generate single pulses or it can also used in long time delays. Next, the 555 timer chip is extremely used a stable 8-pin device. So normally IC will be available in 3 packages. The 3 packages names itself DIP. First package DIP stands for dual inline package and another one is metal can package. Next one is a ring structure package. Ring structure is nothing but it can in a circular shape, metal can, token ring and also DIP, dual inline package. So the mainly the 555 IC will be available in both the token ring structure and dual inline package. Now we are used dual inline packaged type of IC. Dual inline package type of IC is also called DIP IC, DIP. The 555 timer is extremely a stable 8-pin device. It can be operated either as a very accurate monostable, bistable or a stable multi-vibrator, and it is also produce variety of applications like one shot or delay timers, pulse generations, LED stands for light emitting diodes, and lamp flashes, alarms, tone generations, logic clocks, frequency division, power supplies and converters. So these are the various functions of 555 IC 555 timer chip. So it will be available in mostly it will be operated as a multi-vibrator like a stable, monostable or bistable, and it produces the time delays, and it can also generate the pulses. The pulse generation is depends on the time delay of pulse generation from microseconds to hours, and it also work in the pulse generation LEDs, light emitting diodes, lamps, lamp flashes, alarms. Next, tone generation, clocks, frequency division, power supplies, conversions. So it can require some control systems at the endless applications. Endless applications is nothing but contain maximum number of applications, and this is the structure of 555 IC. So this is the 555 IC structure. So 555 IC structure, it can stands for 8 pins. The 8 pins, it is known as, first pin is called ground pin. So this is the ground pin. Next, trigger pin, output pin, reset pin. Pin number 1 stands for ground pin, 2 pin is used for triggering purpose, and 3rd pin is used for output purpose, 4th pin is used for reset purpose, and 5th pin is used for control voltage purpose, 6th pin is used for threshold, 7th pin is used for discharging purpose, and 8th pin is mainly used for power supply purpose. Ground, trigger, output, reset, control, threshold, discharge and VCC. So this is the mini dual inline package DIP IC. This is the DIP IC. The DIP IC is nothing but it is in the form of, it consists of 4 input or 4 output sections. That is nothing but the IC, it consists of 4 pins in one side and another 4 pins in another side. Next, second thing. So this IC is also available in metal can package. Metal can package is nothing but it is just like a ring structure. Metal can package is available in just circular shape. Metal can package. So the metal can package is also, it consists of same 8 pins. Here also the 8 pins are, first pin is starting from ground pin, and second pin is starting from triggering input, and third pin is output pin, fourth pin is reset pin, fifth pin is controlled voltage, and sixth pin is threshold voltage, and seventh pin is discharging purpose. Mainly 8 pin is power supply. 1 is for ground and 8 is power supply. This is also another diagram of 8 pin DIP, dual inline package. 4 pins, 1 2 3 for ground, trigger, output, reset, control, threshold, discharge and VCC. This is the main important pin configuration, is very important. Next, now we are discussing about various pins and its uses. The first pin is for pin 1. The pin 1 is used for ground purpose. So now we are discussing about pin 1. Pin 1 is used for grounding purpose. The ground pin, it connects 555 timer to the negative supply, which is used to put all the voltages in the timer to ground connection. So ground connection, first pin is used for grounding. The grounding pin is nothing but all the ground pin is connected to 555 timer negative power supply, and that is also used to all the voltages are connected to ground case. Next, pin 2. Pin 1 we just now completed. Next, pin 2. Pin 2 is nothing but triggering input. Here the pin 2. Now just completed pin 1. Next, pin 2. Pin 2 is nothing but a negative pulse on this pin. It is used for setting the internal flip-flop. So when the voltage drop below the 1/3 VCC, it causing the output voltage switch from low to high state. So it is just it moving input stage for any just it set the input from low state to high state, and it is also known as triggering. Triggering is nothing but triggered. A negative pulse on this pin is used for internal flip-flop, and voltage drops whenever the voltage will be dropping below 1/3 VCC, and the pin by using of pin 2 or triggering input, we can change the output switch from low state to high state. Next, a negative going triggering pulse is applied to triggering terminal of pin 2, and it will end that is nothing but the DC level is greater than the threshold level, the lower comparator, that is nothing but 1/3 VCC. The output lower comparator is goes to high state and flip flop. The output is high. So whenever the threshold voltage is lower comparator, that is nothing but 1/3 VCC. Next, the output lower comparator is goes to from low state to high state. The flip flop is used for changing the flip flop. The output flip flop changes states from low state to high state. And the next pin is nothing but pin 3. The pin 3 used for output pin. Pin 3. So pin 3 is first output. So the output pin can drive so small speakers, LEDs. Output pin will be connected to speakers, LEDs, motors, and it can be directly connected to the output section. So the pin can drive any TTL. TTL stands for transistor logic. So it can be used for TTL circuit, and it is also capable of syncing up to 200 milliamps of current, and output voltage is equals to VCC at 1/1.5. Next, so small speakers, LEDs, motors can be connected directly to the output. It will be used on the power consumption of 200 milliamps. So next, the output pin can be drive TTL circuit and capable of sourcing up to 200 milliamps, and the output voltage is equals to 1.5. Voltage will be related to 1.5 volts, and the current will be up to 200 milliamps, and it will be mainly connected to speakers, LEDs or motors connected directly with output. Next, pin 4. The pin 4 is used for reset purpose. The reset pin is provided for timer to reset the flip-flop externally. The name itself, it will be resetting. Resetting is nothing but changing its position or changing its original state. Pin 4 is used for reset pin. The reset pin is provided to timer to reset the flip-flop externally. The reset pin is used, it should be connected to positive supply VCC at pin 8. So mainly it will be, pin is not used. Whenever a reset pin is not used, it should be connected to positive supply VCC. Next, pin 5. The pin 5 is the control voltage. Pin 5 is nothing but it will be the control voltage. The timing can be externally controlled by applying voltage to the control voltage terminal. So the control the voltage purpose is nothing but it is used to, it can be externally connected by applying voltage to the control voltage terminal. So controlling purpose, voltage controlled purpose. Pin 5 mainly used for controlling the voltage, and if such voltage controls are not required, then the control voltage terminal can be bypassed by a capacitor to ground. So whenever the voltage control is not required, then the control voltage terminal can be bypassed with a capacitor to a ground. Next, the pin controls the timing 555 by overriding the 2/3 VCC. Just now we are discussing about 1/3 VCC. Here, where in triggering input, the output and the input will be low, just below the 1/3 VCC. The flip-flop changes the output states from low state to high state. Here, the input voltage will be 2/3 VCC. Their input voltage will be 1/3 VCC. Here, the pin controls the 555 by overriding 2/3 VCC. The voltage divider network. By applying voltage to the pin, the output signal can be varied independently of the RC timing network, which is connected to 10 nanofarad capacitor extreme, and it will be used to eliminate the noise. So next, in the pin 5 is nothing but it will be using control voltage. If at all control voltage is not required, it will be bypassed capacitor to a ground. Next, the 555 is overriding the 2x3 VCC, the voltage divider network. By applying voltage to the output signal, it can be independently with RC timing circuit. Sixth pin is used for threshold. The threshold pin is used for the positive input of upper comparator. The pin is used to reset the flip-flop when the voltage is applied. It exceeds the 2x3 VCC. So next 2x3 VCC, the output switches from high state to low state. So it will be up to 1/3 VCC. The state will be changed from low state to high state. Whenever it reaches to 2/3 VCC, the reset flip-flop is changed the voltage from it exceeds the 2/3 VCC. The output will be changed from high state to low state. At 1/3 VCC low to high, at 2/3 VCC high to low. So the pin connects directly to the RC timing circuit. The positive input comparator pin is used for resetting purpose. The voltage applied, it is exceed only the condition of exceeding 2/3 VCC. It will be changed position from high state to low state. Next, if the positive voltage is applied, threshold pin is nothing but at pin 6 is greater than 2/3 VCC. The positive voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC. The output of upper comparator goes to high and reset the flip-flop. Then output is low. So the positive input of threshold voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC only, then output change from high state to low state. Otherwise it will be in same state, that is nothing but low to high. So if at all triggering input is below 1/3 VCC, the output change from state low to high. Here greater than 2/3 VCC, threshold voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC. The output will switches from the flip-flop is used to resetting the output from 2/3, resetting the output from high state to low state. Next pin, discharge pin. Pin 7 is used for discharging capacitor. Here the discharging means the discharge pin is connected directly to the collector of internal NPN transistor, which is used to discharging the timing capacitor to ground when the output pin is switches to low. So whenever it will be switches to low, the threshold pin is greater than 2/3 VCC, or the threshold voltage is greater than 3/3 VCC. The output voltage is switches from high to low. So when it will be switches from high to low, capacitor function is discharging up to ground case. The discharge pin is connected directly with collector terminal of NPN transistor. Already we are know the N transistor, it consists of 3 pins: emitter, base, collector. So discharge pin is directly connected to collector terminal. The discharge timing capacitor will be only used condition of the output stage is from high state to low state. The output pin is from switches to low. Next, last pin in our pin configuration is pin number 8. We are already know the pin is already 555 timer has 8 pin configuration. One is ground, second triggering threshold, output, next threshold, output, reset, controlled voltage. Last pin is supply VCC. It is the main pin of IC. The supply, this is a power supply pin of 555 IC, and it will be general purpose TTL 555 timers between 4.5 volts to 15 volts. It will be operated from 4.5 volts to 15 volts. Supply pin is the 8th pin. So first pin is ground pin, second pin is triggering input. The triggering input is work and just it will be switches from the input voltage is below 1/3 VCC. The output will be stages. The triggering input is below 1/3 VCC. The output changes states from low state to high state. Next one is the output. Output pin is used for speakers, LEDs purpose. And fourth one is resetting. Resetting name itself reset the flip-flop into original position. Next, control voltage. The control voltage is nothing but voltage controlling purpose. When we are not using control voltage, it will be bypassed by a capacitor through a ground. Threshold. The threshold input will be greater than when the threshold input voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC. The output switches from high state to low state. The resetting flip-flop is from changing high state to low state, and pin number 7 is used for discharging purpose. The discharging pin is nothing but when the threshold voltage just changes from high state to low state, the discharging capacitor is connected to ground. That is nothing but it will be switches to low. The output pin will be switches to low. The discharging capacitor will be connected to ground, and the last pin 8 pin is used for supply voltage. The supply voltage range of IC is 4.5 volts to 15 volts. These are all about pin diagram of 555 IC. The 555 8 pins. 555 IC consists of 8 pins, and it will be available mainly in metal can package, and it also available in DIP package. The 8 pins are used for different purpose. One is ground, VCC, supply, threshold, triggering, discharging, control, resetting. Now we are discussing about block diagram of 555 IC timer. So the 555 IC name, the 555 3 5s. 555 IC names it comes from the fact of 5 kilo ohms resistors. So these are the 3 5 kilo ohms resistors. These are 3 5 kilo ohms resistors. 5 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm, 5 kilo ohm resistor, 5 kilo ohm resistor, 5 kilo ohm resistor, and 5 kilo ohm resistors. So these are the 3 5 kilo ohm resistors. One 5 kilo ohm resistor, another 5 kilo ohm resistor, and another 5 kilo ohm resistor. So the 555 timer name it comes from the fact of 5 kilo ohm resistors are connected together, and it producing a voltage divider network between a supply pin at a pin number 8. Pin 8 is used for, just already we know that pin 8 is for supply voltage. Here the pin 8. Here pin 8. The pin 8 is nothing but supply voltage, and pin 1 is used for, here pin 1. Pin 1 is used for grounding purpose to generate the two comparators and reference voltages. This is the one comparator, name itself upper comparator, and this is another comparator, stands for lower comparator. So the 555 name is nothing but it consists of 3 5 kilo ohm resistors are connected internally, and it also producing voltage divider between a supply pin is nothing but higher supply pin is pin number 8, it will be VCC, and pin 1 is nothing but ground case. The 3 555 timers are connected between, that is nothing but the 3 5 kilo ohm resistors are connected between supply voltage to ground terminal. The supply voltage is nothing but pin 8, and ground terminal is nothing but pin 1. And it also used to generate two comparators for reference voltages. The two comparator names is, one is upper comparator and second one is the lower comparator. Just op-amp it work as a comparator. As we already know the op-amp applications, integrator, differentiator, adder, subtractor. Adder is nothing but summer. Next it also work as op-amp function is and work as a comparator. So here we are taking the op-amp working comparator type. One is upper comparator and second one is the lower comparator. So upper comparator and lower comparator. Whenever the upper comparator is on, the applied voltage, when the applied positive voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC, the lower comparator is on, the applied negative pulse is greater than 1/3 VCC. So the comparator, upper comparator is on only the condition of applied positive voltage is greater than 2/3 VCC. Next lower comparator will be on, the voltage will be greater than 1/3 VCC. Just now we are discussed threshold voltage is nothing but it will be greater than 2/3 VCC, and triggering input is nothing but it will be connected to pin 2. Just now we are completed in pin diagram section. The threshold voltage is nothing but it consists of voltage greater than 2/3 VCC, and triggering is nothing but it consists of voltage less than 1/3 VCC. The less than 1/3 VCC is nothing but it will be connected to lower comparator. The lower comparator is on only the condition of negative pulse voltage is greater than 1/3 VCC and positive will be greater than 2/3 VCC. Then upper comparator will be on. Next, control flip-flop. Here we are using SR flip-flop. Control state. So in stable state, the output Q bar of the control flip-flop is high. So next in stable state only Q and Q bar, the output of Q bar is high. Next, the output is low, the power amplifier is basically inverter. So we are using inverter type of power amplifier. Here inverter is connected to pin 3 section. So inverter output terminal nunchi manam inverter connect chestam kabatti, so output comparator output and inverter. In stable state Q bar is high, the output is low, power amplifier basically inverter type. Next, reset transistor T2 and discharge transistor T1, T2, T1. Two transistor here we are using T1 transistor and T2 transistor. T1, T2 or T2 and discharge transistor T1. Next, power amplifier which is basically an inverter. Power amplifier is a inverter type. Here inverter is in inverter. Next, transistor. Inverter, it is used for power amplifier purpose. Transistor, here also one transistor. The two transistors are resetting purpose. This is the flip-flop, SR flip-flop. Next, two comparators, upper comparator, lower comparator. Upper comparator and lower comparator just like op amps. Here the threshold voltage, it will be greater than 2 by 3 VCC and negative triggering input greater than 1 by 3 VCC. This 8 pin is supply pin and 1 pin is used for ground connection. Inverter is nothing but power amplifier. Next, the 5 kilo ohm internal resistors, it acts as a voltage dividers. It providing the bias voltage of 2 by 3 VCC to the upper comparator and 1 by 3 VCC to the lower comparator, where VCC is the supply voltage. So 5 kilo ohm main resistors are used as a voltage divider. Voltage divider network, it was providing the two voltages. One is the 2 by 3 VCC. 2 by 3 VCC will be connected to upper comparator and 1 by 3 VCC will be connected to lower comparator. VCC is nothing but supply voltage. Next, the timing can be externally controlled by applying voltage. Pin 5. Pin 5 is nothing but generally voltage control terminal. Whenever we are not using voltage control terminal, it will be bypassed through a capacitor. Just now we are discussed. So here we are using the timing can be controlled by applying voltage control terminal of pin 5, and the control terminal are not required. The control voltage will be connected to bypassed by a capacitor through ground. The capacitor value here 0.01 microfarad capacitor. The purpose of capacitor is used to bypass the noise or ripple from the supply. The main aim of capacitor is nothing but bypass capacitor. It is nothing but bypass the noise or rippling. Next, in stable state, the output of Q bar of control flip-flop is high. So high is nothing but it will be greater than 1 by 3 VCC. The output low because the power amplifier which is basically an inverter type. Next, a negative going triggering pulse is applied terminal pin 2 and it should be have DC level greater than threshold level. The lower comparator 1 by 3 VCC, the output will be changed from lower comparator goes to high state and it will be set the flip-flop Q is equals to 1 and Q bar is equals to 0. The output is high. Just now we are discussing in triggering input. In triggering input it will be greater than 1 by 3 VCC. It changes from low state to high state. The output will be changed from low state to high state. Just the negative going triggering pulse is applied to pin 2 and it should be have a DC level greater than threshold level. The lower comparator, the DC level is greater than the threshold level of lower comparator. The output lower comparator will be switches from high state. So it will be low to high, changes from low state to high state. If positive pulse of threshold pin 6 is greater than 2 by 3 VCC and the output comparator goes to high and flip-flop is resetting. So that will be greater than, whenever the positive input is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, the output again it goes to upper comparator. It changes the position from high state to low state. The output changes the position from high state and resets the flip-flop from Q is equals to 0 and Q bar is equals to 0. Q bar is equals to 1. In previous section Q is equals to 1, Q bar is equals to 0. Here the Q bar is equals to 1 and Q is equals to 0. Opposite. Here in previous section it will be in high state output. Here output is low state. Input voltage across 1 by 3 VCC, the output will be high state. Input voltage across the 2 by 3 VCC are greater than the 2 by 3 VCC. That is nothing but threshold voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. the output which can change from high state to low state. High state to low state is nothing but input is 0 and Q bar is 1. The reset pin is provided for timer to reset the flip-flop externally. Main aim of resetting pin is nothing but reset purpose, externally resetting. The reset voltage is applied to externally to override the effect of output voltage of lower comparator, and which is also used the setting flip-flop. Next, the overriding reset is effective when reset input is less than 0.4 volts. Normally reset pin is not used, it should be connected to positive supply, that is pin 8. So reset pin is just, it will be used for resetting purpose, and reset voltage is applied to externally override the effect of output voltage. So the overriding effect when is the input voltage is less than 0.4 volts. Normally it will be connected to supply voltage. Next, the transistor T2 acts as a buffer and it isolates the reset input from the flip-flop and transistor 1. So transistor T2 is nothing but it acts as a buffer. The transistor T2 is driven by internal reference voltage. V reference is obtained from the supply voltage, and transistor is T1 is used for charging and discharging of external capacitors. A capacitor is connected between discharge terminal of pin 7 and ground pin 1. Whenever T1 is off, T1 is transferred transistor 1. T1 is off, the capacitor charges. When T1 is on, the capacitor will be discharged through T1. So first, transistor T1, T2, T2 acts as buffer and it isolating the input flip-flop of T1, and T1 is nothing but it will be used for internal reference, driven by internal reference, and V reference will be obtained from supply voltage. T1 transistor is used for charging and discharging purpose. Charging is nothing but a capacitor is connected discharge terminal of pin 7. Capacitor will be connected across pin 7, and the main function of T1 is off, capacitor charges, and T1 is on, capacitor discharge through T1. So now just frequently mainly asked questions in last year exams: block diagram of 555 IC and need of 555 timers. It will be used in a stable multivibrator, monostable multivibrator, or it will be used in function generators or relaxation oscillators. Next, it is a very simple device, very simple IC, consists of 8 pins. These are the main needs. So today we are discussed all about first introduction, first topic, introduction of 555 IC, introduction. Next, 555 users. It is 555 IC is nothing but it work as a timer. Next, it will be high stable delays from microseconds to hours. It will be used for generation of pulses, and it is a very cheap circuit, and it will be generating duty cycles from 50 to 50% to 100%. Next, it will be used in LEDs, alarms, tone applications, clock generator, logic clocks, frequency divisions, power supplies, and it also will be available in monostable multivibrator, stable multivibrator, Smith trigger, function generator, relaxation oscillators. Then next, and also we are discussing pin diagram. 8 pins. The 8 pins are used for various 8 applications like ground, triggering, the output, resetting, next control voltage, threshold voltage, discharging, and supply voltage. The IC will be available in mainly 2 packages. The 2 packages is called metal can package and dick package. Metal can package is nothing but it will be in a ring structure or circular shape. Dual inline package is nothing but it will be in a rectangular shape. The 4 pins will be one side and another 4 pins will be another side, and the 8 pins are used for various 8 applications. One pin is for ground purpose, grounding the input voltage. Second one is a triggering input voltage is nothing but it will be used for switches the output position from low state to high state. The triggering input voltage is the voltage dropped across the below 1/3 VCC. The output will be changed from whenever the input voltage is below 1/3 VCC. The output will be changed states from low state to high state. And pin 3 is used for output pin. Output pin is connected to speakers, LEDs, motors, and pin 4 is nothing but reset. Reset name stands for resetting the flip-flop. Pin 5 is used for control voltage. Whenever control voltage is not used, not required, it will be bypassed by a capacitor. Pin 6 is threshold voltage. The input voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. The output will be changed from upper high state to low state. 8th pin, 7th pin is discharging. Discharging pin is nothing but connected to capacitor discharging purpose, and it will be switches to low state. It is supply. Next, block diagram. Block diagram mainly it consists of 555 primers, consist of 3 5 kilo ohms resistors. It will be work as voltage divider network. The voltage supply voltage will be divided into 2 by 3 VCC and 1 by 3 VCC. 2 by 3 VCC will be connected to upper comparator, and 1 by 3 will be connected to lower comparator. Upper comparator is nothing but it is one op amp, and lower comparator is also op amp. Next we are connected SR flip flop and 2 transistors. The names of 2 transistors is T1, T2, and inverter it work as a power amplifier. Power amplifier basically an inverter circuit. So first upper comparator is on, the voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC, and negative voltage 1 by 3 VCC is greater than, negative voltage is greater than 1 by 3 VCC. Lower comparator is also on. Next, control flip flop, and pin 5 is used for the externally connected control voltage terminal. The control voltage terminal will be, whenever we are not using control voltage terminal, it will be bypassed with a capacitor. Next, the stable state, Q bar is high. Whenever it will be in stable state, Q bar is high. Next, the output is low. So whenever it will be high is nothing but the voltage will be greater than 2 by 3 VCC. The threshold voltage is greater than 2 by 3 VCC. The output is low and it will be Q bar is high. When the output 1 by 3 VCC input voltage, that is nothing but triggering input is nothing but 1 by 3 VCC. The output is low. Q bar is equals to 0. So, but 2 by 3 VCC, the Q bar is 1. Well, otherwise 1 by 3 VCC, Q bar is equals to 0. Reset pin is used, and T1, T2 transistors. T2 act as a buffer amplifier. Next, T1 is nothing but it will be charging and discharging purpose. It will be nothing but capacitor. So these are all about introduction topic and pin diagram, block diagram of 555 IC. And next topics on our unit is stable multivibrator, monostable multivibrator, and last topics in our unit is PLL. PLL stands for phase lock loop. Phase lock loop definition, phase lock loop type of IC, the applications of phase lock loop IC, and various functions, definitions. These are all about our fifth unit. Fifth unit, timers. Just we are only know the 555 timer in our session now. Thank you all.